Powerful people don't rely on luck. They rely on strategy. They understand one thing most people don't. The human mind is predictable, and once you learn how it moves, you can guide it any way you want. This isn't about manipulation for evil. It's about understanding control, influence, and persuasion at the deepest level, the kind that Machiavelli wrote about centuries ago, but still runs the modern world today. So here's the Machiavellian Playbook, a dark psychology guide to captivate, influence, and win people without begging for attention or approval. 1. Never show all your cards. The first rule of power is simple: mystery is magnetic. When people think they fully understand you, they lose interest. When they can't quite figure you out, they start obsessing. Machiavellian thinkers use selective transparency. They reveal just enough to appear genuine, but keep their deeper motives hidden. It's not lying, it's control of perception. You're not deceiving people, you're managing what they see. When people can't predict you, they respect you. They're drawn in, trying to decode your next move. That's how captivation begins. 2. Mirror desire, don't chase it. People are addicted to their own reflection, emotionally, mentally, and socially. The most persuasive person isn't the loudest, it's the one who reflects what others want to see. This is called strategic mirroring. You subtly reflect someone's energy, values, and emotions until they feel an uncanny connection with you. They won't realize it, but their brain will release oxytocin, the same chemical tied to bonding and trust. Instead of chasing approval, make people feel seen. When they see their own traits mirrored in you, they drop their guard. Suddenly, you're not a stranger, you're their kind of person. 3. Keep emotional distance, but appear warm. Emotional detachment gives you control. When you're too emotionally involved, you react. When you react, you lose power. A Machiavellian mind knows how to appear emotionally engaged while remaining psychologically detached. You listen deeply, maintain eye contact, even empathize, but you never invest emotionally in the moment. You keep an inner buffer that lets you analyze while others feel. This is how manipulators, negotiators, and leaders hold the upper hand. They stay calm while everyone else gets swept away by emotion. Control the temperature of your emotions, and you control the whole room. 4. Use strategic vulnerability. Most people think showing vulnerability makes you weak. The opposite is true. Controlled vulnerability makes people trust you faster. Share a small personal story that seems honest but doesn't expose your weaknesses. It signals authenticity and lowers their defenses. Once they open up emotionally, you gain insight into their motives, desires, and insecurities. Machiavellian minds use vulnerability like bait, not manipulation, but precision. They make others feel emotionally safe, while quietly collecting information that can later be leveraged in influence. 5. Win through silence and timing. Words can expose you. Silence creates curiosity and tension, two powerful psychological hooks. When you pause after speaking, people subconsciously lean in. They interpret your silence as confidence or mystery. It gives your words more weight. Silence also lets others reveal more than they intended. Most people hate empty space and rush to fill it. That's when they expose their real thoughts. Machiavellian persuasion isn't about talking more. It's about speaking less and letting silence work for you. 6. Reward loyalty, punish disrespect. The foundation of influence is consistency. You train people how to treat you. If you tolerate disrespect once, you've set the standard forever. Reward loyalty, give attention, praise, or opportunity to those who support you. Withdraw warmth or access from those who cross you. The human brain learns behavior through rewards and consequences. Use it consciously. This isn't about revenge, it's psychological conditioning. Over time, people learn that respecting you benefits them, while defying you costs them something. That's how dominance is maintained without conflict. 7. Use power indirectly. Machiavellian thinkers rarely show force directly. They influence through others. They plant ideas, guide conversations, and let people believe the decision was theirs. This is covert power. You don't fight for control, you guide perception so subtly that people act in your interest voluntarily. In groups, this means influencing the influencers. Control one opinion leader, and you control the group's direction without saying a word. Direct confrontation exposes power. Indirect influence multiplies it. 8. Exploit the ego, never attack it. The ego is the easiest entry point into someone's mind. Compliment people not for what they do, but for what they want to believe about themselves. For example, instead of saying, "You're smart," say, "You see things others usually miss." That hits identity, not surface-level praise. It feeds their self-image, making them associate you with validation. Attack the ego, and you create resistance. Feed it, and you gain loyalty. The most manipulative people aren't intimidating, they are flattering. 9. Create dependence, not attachment. Machiavellian control isn't about making people love you, it's about making them need you. You do this by becoming valuable in ways they can't easily replace. You give advice they rely on, resources they depend on, or emotional stability they crave. When you become their anchor, they can't move against you without feeling loss. Dependency gives quiet power, no threats, no begging. Just quiet control through necessity. 10. Always exit on a high. The last impression is stronger than the first. Always leave people wanting more. When you walk away at your peak, after saying something sharp, insightful, or bold, your presence lingers. Machiavellian minds know when to disappear. They don't overstay. They understand that mystery keeps them alive in people's minds. When your absence feels noticeable, you've achieved psychological presence. Leaving at the right time cements your influence more than staying longer ever could. The Machiavellian playbook isn't about cruelty, it's about awareness. 1. Keep mystery alive, never show all your cards. 2. Mirror people's desires, don't chase approval. 3. Stay emotionally detached while appearing warm. 4. Use vulnerability as a tool, not a confession. 5. Let silence and timing do the heavy lifting. 6. Reward loyalty, correct disrespect. 7. Influence indirectly, power is subtle. 8. Feed ego strategically. 9. Create reliance, not obsession. 10. Exit at your peak, leave a psychological imprint. The real game of influence isn't won through manipulation, it's won through mastery of perception. The person who understands emotion, timing, and silence always wins, because they control what others feel, not just what they hear. Thanks for watching, and if this opened your mind, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe for more dark psychology insights that sharpen your mind and your strategy.